Hello and welcome back to Mark's House and Garden UK. Now, very kindly, a company called Litheli have sent me one of their very lightweight, battery-powered brushless and cordless chainsaws to demonstrate and try out. And incidentally, I have just done an unboxing video on this and demonstrated how to assemble it. So I will link to that in the description box below this video. Now, I do already have a petrol chainsaw. It's heavy and it's noisy and I can never get it to start. So I'm hoping that this Litheli battery powered and lightweight chainsaw is going to make my life a lot easier when I tackle this great big holly bush behind me. So we're going to try that out in real time now and see how it performs. Now, I have got experience of Litheli from before because I've already got in my possession this Litheli long handle pole chainsaw, which I have used to good effect in the past, but today I really just want to road test this battery powered, very lightweight, actually I have to say it's really light, brushless chainsaw. So we're going to tackle that holly tree. I've been putting that off. Well, number one, it's been bird nesting season, which it's now finished because we're in November. And I've had so much else to do, but it's got a little bit out of hand. So we're going to test this on that. Now, you'll have to forgive me if I'm shouting because I can't hear myself talking at the moment because I've got all the appropriate safety equipment on. Now, I'm not just going to go straight in at the top or through some of the bigger ones. I'm going to get a feel for this first. I have put the batteries in, they're fully charged. I've put lubrication in it. I've lubricated the chain. Now, this is a safety mechanism. It won't work if that is out, but it will work if it's in. It's also got two buttons that have to both be depressed before it will work. And I'll have a go on some of these smaller branches first just to get a feel for it. And then, as I develop some skills, I'll have a go at some of the bigger branches higher up. And we'll soon, hopefully, have this tree tackled. It went through that like butter. I just now need to disentangle it from the rest of the tree. Now, in fairness, I could quite easily have tackled that with a large pair of loppers. Now you can see, hopefully, I've managed to expose slightly larger branch here. So I'll have a go at that. Now, ordinarily you would normally make a nick underneath and then cut from the top. So I'm just going to, the nice thing about this is you can turn it upside down. But I'm going to use the top of the blade to just go underneath, just to nick it. Not that important in this case, but ordinarily that is what you would do. And then go in from above. Very good indeed, I'm very pleased with that. Very easy, very light, and clean cutting through these holly trunks. I mean, that is a reasonable size branch. Incidentally, if you're wondering what I'm going to do with all these cuttings, I'm going to make a dead hedge, which is basically all the cuttings woven together in a nice long tall hedge where the wildlife can live. Right, let's crack on. Now, I think the exciting and somewhat daring part of this particular job is I want to try and expose a larger trunk, quite a big trunk, which I will attempt to cut through with this, and then that whole tree should collapse, and then I will use this to chop it up on the ground rather than take bits off. So if I can get enough exposed to get access to that trunk there and get some tension on that tree, we should, in theory, be able to pull that whole thing down and then chop it up on the floor. Now, as you can see, I've attached a rope to the top of the tree and I've exposed a good trunk here. I've got full access to that trunk. There's nothing hindering me, stopping me getting to it. So what I intend doing now with that chainsaw is cutting a wedge out of this side and then going at it from behind. And if that holly bush is so entangled it doesn't fall naturally, I get some weight on this rope and hopefully pull it down. It might need some persuasion. That's the plan. So my process, which has been to clear out some of the branches, tie a rope to the top, cut a wedge, cut a slit behind and then pull it over, is working a treat. But what is working really well, more than anything else for me, is this, because just look how light it is. It's not just the fact that it's light, it's the fact that I feel in control of it. Look at these branches here. It's slicing through these branches. It's got the power it needs to cut quite a thick trunk of a tree. And don't forget, that's holly, which I believe is quite hard wood. But it's easy to control. I'm not feeling fatigued now. What I'm going to do next is climb up this ladder, because I do feel relatively confident and safe with this thing to climb up a ladder with it and just lop off those higher branches. Now, as I climb up this ladder, please let me reiterate something which I said earlier is all about safety. You must take full responsibility for your own safety. The foot of my ladder is very secure. I'm not going too high. I've cleared the area and I've got all the safety equipment on. So I am very safe, and it's up to you to make sure that you are very safe as well. And this is a really light tool, so I'm in control of it and not the other way around. Right, let's just go in here and see if we can. On off it comes very, very easily. That can go down to the ground, and I'll take another piece off whilst I'm up here. And so it really doesn't get much easier than that. The Litheli battery powered cordless and brushless, very light chainsaw. I commend it to you. And don't forget, at the moment, there is a Black Friday sale on this item. Litheli have put this into the Black Friday sale, so at the moment you are getting 36% off. There is a link in the description box below this video. A job well done. Thanks for watching. I've now got to go and prune my apple and pear trees and make a dead hedge for wildlife with all the cuttings. I'll see you soon. Bye for now.